Oh my God. Well, I'm on my way to Parsley Hay today, but I've had a bit of a problem. You can see there, can't you, that the camera is moved. The mirror started bouncing around all over the place, so I had to pull in quite quickly and disconnect it. Fortunately, I had the GoPro mounted, I just set it there. I don't think it's the right place for the camera, but you know, needs must. So I've got a different camera set up today. The Hero 10 is in the same place as it usually is, over on the left hand side of the bike. I've got me drift camera in the same place as usual. You can see on my helmet there I've got the GoPro Max, but on the right hand side I've got my new camera. It's the DJI Osmo Action 4. I'm just interested to see how it works. I've had a look on the Missing Flyers site. He's got a video there, 10 things that are better about the Osmo than the GoPro. And I think he's had it for a while, so he's going to know what he's talking about. I'm just going to look at what it's like for me. Today, mainly what I'm interested in is battery life. You can see there that the Osmo's a bit too far over to the left, isn't it? I need to move it out a bit. Oh, thanks for that, mate. And don't worry, I did stick my boot out for him. So it's stable enough, isn't it? It's really, really good, to be fair. The GoPro Max on my helmet is in 360 mode, and I'm using it to look backwards today. And where I can, to look over the hedges. I mean, that's a nice view, isn't it? It's cracking. There's a lot more traffic around today than I thought there was going to be, so it's not a mega fast ride or anything like that. It's not meant to be. The main sort of purpose is to do more than 100 miles on this bike in one day. The most I've done so far is 90 odd when I went out to Wales. Now the GoPro up on my helmet there, it sees all the way around. The helmet does sometimes get in the way, but I can adjust it so that I can get it out of the picture, so to speak. But it gets a good 360 view with no obstacles. In particular, it hasn't got my body in the way. Now, Parsley Hay, there's a cafe. I had a look on Google, it said it's open today, so I'm going to go and have a sandwich, a cup of tea, and then head for home. With the GoPro Max up there, I can obviously point it in any direction that I like, can't I? And I think that's probably how I'll end up using it in the long run. Now this DJI Osmo, let's have a talk about it. I was dubious about the magnetic mount. I'm not anymore. It's got two clips, one either side, and a magnetic mount in the middle. So So effectively you just put it down on a clips and that's it, it's in place, and it is rock solid. I can see the benefits of that right away. Firstly, to remove it, all you got to do is press those two latches at the bottom, they'll unhook and pull the camera off. It means that I can take the camera off and put it back on again really, really quick. In particular, there's no adjustment that I need to do. With the GoPro Max, when I put it in that place, I have to readjust it and make sure it's sort of at the right angle, and then tighten everything up. Once this is done and its mount is actually arranged correctly, I can just take the camera off and put it back on again. It's going to save loads of time. You can't turn it round on that mount though. It's a bit like trying to push two north ends of a magnet together. It won't have it. So you've literally got to turn it around. Now, this is Parsley Hay. The parking was £1.50 a day for a bike, and the cafe was closed because it was out of season and it was cold. Yeah. All I've done this time is just to set the sat nav to take me home. Nothing else. I have had to change batteries on both of the GoPros. I haven't had to do anything with the DJI Osmo, and I haven't had to do anything with the Drift Ghost either. I'm on the Cat and Fiddle. There's the Cat and Fiddle itself. It used to be full-on biker pub. I don't think it is anymore. I don't think they say no to bikers necessarily, but I don't think they're their target market. Look at those views out there over the Cheshire Plain over there on the left. Okay, those three bikes have just veered off. Can't really argue with the Cat and Fiddle. I know it's got a 50 limit on it, but you know, it's still pretty good. Do you think he was going to overtake there? That was stupid, wasn't it? Not to mention illegal. Yeah, I know it's a 50 limit, but it's not all that how can you put inhibiting, really, is it? Now I don't know why my sat-nav is telling me to turn right here. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Oh my god. Why on earth this sat-nav thinks this is going to be my quickest route home, I don't know. To be fair, I'm pretty good at finding grassy type roads, but this is a lot worse than them. It's full of potholes and gravel and stones and chippings all over the bloody place, and I've got a bike with no scratch marks on it. I'd really kind of like to keep it that way if I could, and it's just frankly getting worse and worse and worse every yard I go. It just gets worse. The DJI Osmo is still running. The Hero 10 is stopped. How the hell did those three bikers get there after where they bloody came from?